So Tyler Wolf made the bench, and that's all we really care about. T. Wolf is back.
Tyler has been waiting and waiting.
Big T!
And waiting.
He got in the game, didn't he, at the end?
He did. Yeah. So, let's get started with the lineup. A few changes. A little bit, maybe. Maybe not. It's been so long.
It's a 4-4-2. That's new.
It's been so long.
4-2-4-2-2-2. Wait, no. 4-2-2-2.
It was pretty much 4-4-2.
Yeah, it was nice.
Besides that, it was Cabral in goal. And then Caliscan, Glad, Vera, Catranis across the back. Gozo and Nelly Ojeda and Luna. And then Olatunji and Cruz up top. Oh, every time I start, I yawn.
You want to start over? Just cut.
Yeah, should we just cut this out? Let's cut this out.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Restart.
All right. Let's go. Just go like this. Go. And then
then on the bench, there was Junka. Who else is on the bench?
Staduhar is back. It looks like his hand is better. Johnny Russell, who wants to do... I think you usually do the...
Yeah, right.
There you go. Willie Agata. Wolf. Quinton.
T-Wolf back on the bench.
Diogo Don't Call Me, a designated player, Gonsalves, and Ariath Pule. That's on the bench.
Where's Yedlin?
Yedlin was suspended.
He was
that's right.
You don't get to start over. You don't get to start over when you move teams.
You switch teams.
Or there'd be players moving every 4 games.
So he's serving his yellow card suspension.
So he should. I can't imagine him not starting.
You think Caliscan would outweigh him?
Oh, heavens no.
Caliscan did okay, right? I mean, he didn't do bad.
All right. He got burned a couple of times, but they didn't really pick on him. It's a ton. Mm-hmm. They didn't go all.
I mean, the
Brody,
goal came
Andrew
down
Brody.
his side, right? But yeah, they didn't go all Andrew Brody on him. By the way, did Brody make the bench?
No, I'm not seeing
I
it
didn't
there.
see him in the game.
Haven't kept track. Sorry, Andrew, if you're listening. Sorry, we haven't.
We sure love you, bro.
We haven't kept track of you. It's not like your player, your favorite player.
Oh yeah,
Bodie Hidalgo.
No.
Bodie, what?
No, his true love.
Oh
yeah.
What's his name again?
Doesn't matter.
It's not Beavers. What is it?
Beavers is good though. That
sounds like Beavers.
No, you're good. Anyway, so what do you think of that lineup? Is that our best lineup?
Minus Caliscan.
Yeah. Take out Caliscan.
What? You can't. Oh my gosh, you guys are so shifty. It's ridiculous.
Shifty.
We were just praising how great Caliscan is as a right back.
Is he better than DeAndre Yedlin?
No.
Who knows? We've seen Yedlin once, and I mean, yes, he was starting before, but
he was starting for one of the best teams in the East.
You have to give Caliscan the respect. That guy locked up every single team we played, excluding this very last game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's given us a lot of good time at right back.
Aaron Herrera couldn't even do that.
No,
he still got beat a bunch of times, and we were paying him 3 times as much money.
$4 million, if I remember right.
So we're getting a good deal with Caliscan.
Was it really $4 million? I thought it was $800,000 a year.
Yeah, I think that's where he topped out before we let him go.
No, I think you have to start DeAndre Yedlin. He just has the experience. And I think I'm kind of expecting...
What are you expecting?
Junka to start.
What?
I mean, we've jumped way ahead, but I think Junka gets the start because I think Pablo is going to want to be a little more defensive against LAFC and then maybe bring Catranis in late to be a spark.
Okay, but the universe gave him a goal. So that means that the universe is saying Catranis should start.
I think we all hear the RSL universe a little differently, don't we?
Yeah.
Like Brian Ojeda. How many goals he scored in 4 games? and then he gets to ride the bench.
Must have been something else. Maybe it was saving him for his international duty.
Oh, I get it. It was Saving Private Brian.
Stupid. That was actually not bad.
That was pretty good.
Look at you go.
All right, so let's talk about this game. What were your thoughts? What were you expecting after 3 weeks off? I wasn't expecting much, to be totally honest. I thought
pessimist at heart.
Well, no, I just know how RSL comes out after having a long break.
That's true.
It's usually not very impressive.
Yeah, well, and if you remember last game we played KC, Miller had the game of his life. Remember that? The bald man was clearing everything off of everywhere. He was picking things out of the air he had no business getting to. He had like the best game of his professional career. I'm glad that didn't last into this game. He was good. He was good, and I think they found a true gem of a center back kind of out of nowhere. But, he didn't have the game of his life, and there were 2 or 3 plays where he just looked silly, are a couple of the plays we scored on, which was great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the lineup, how it went?
Well, the biggest thing I love to see, that we haven't messed with Cruz. We are still putting him in. Olatunji, obviously, that guy has shown immense amount of quality. And I like the fact that we switched to a 4-4-2, and you saw that both of them were able to stay up top. Because I really don't like the isolation play that we've done where we just had one number 9 up there just trying to do something. And I like seeing the pivots being able to work with the wings and the strikers in the same position and play. And so we saw them be able to move the ball a lot easier. But one thing I really like with this formation that I guess a 4-4-2 or this lineup allowed us to do is since Catranis is on the field, he's playing a very high wing back pretty much. Not really a fullback, but a wing back. And Vera was able to switch the field because Sporting was so narrow in their back line. Like they left that back door open every single possession. And it was like, sweet, we love switching the field. And Vera had some really good setups. Gozo was doing a lot of work down the side like he always does. I mean, that guy was putting in miles. But I think overall, this is probably the best we're going to see till the playoffs, you know?
Well, and again, we're playing KC, bro, and they're not having a season. You know what I mean? Pulscamp's having a year, and Miller's doing okay. But other than that, they haven't found a lot of strength in their midfield. And I think that's where we totally dominated this game, was in that midfield. They had a couple kids running around with their heads, chicken head. There's something in there.
Chickens with their heads cut off?
They were running all over.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Right? Like that. And Gozo usually runs with intention. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of made me appreciate that a little bit more, watching some of these kids just run around all crazy, right?
Yeah, and then you also saw, which was really, really cool, is you saw a little bit more of Cruz's ability to make passes and be a little bit different in the upper third. Because he was doing a press really well, he was holding up really well, and then he was just like finding different ways to pass and give and goes. That it was really, really nice. We haven't seen a player do that. I mean, I would like to see him a little bit more aggressive looking towards goal, but it's a whole different 180 from the first time he played.
There was a sequence about 25, 30 minutes in where Cruz had a couple of flicks and flares.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hello, welcome to
MLS, dude.
Yeah, I'm Ron Cruz, and this is who I am. There was one where the whole crowd goes,
yeah. Oh, dude, he had some sweet touches.
So I love that. I was really kind of surprised that Kansas City didn't come in and play better. Well, especially considering where they were in the table, where they are in the table, 27 points. They had to pretty much win out to really be in contention for the playoffs. They're now, let
me look.
14,
we'll
14
just say they're
points.
packing it in at this point. But honestly, their goal differential is like minus 16 after this game, and we only put one more on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would expect to be a little more aggressive, just a little more, I guess aggressive, a little more bite. It didn't seem like they were playing like this. This might be the end of their season, which effectively it is. There's no way they're making the playoffs. Now they got 27 points or 8 points. Out of 9th.
13th place, too, because Houston pulled off a last-second win in Dallas. Did Dallas win? I can't remember.
Yeah, Dallas won. We were both – RSL and Dallas were both sitting on 31 points. Now we're both at 34. So I really expected it to be a playoff atmosphere, playoff attitude, and I didn't see that.
Right? You feel like we brought that?
Pretty much, but I really didn't see it from Kansas City, and I was kind of disappointed in that.
The other thing I thought about was I was a little bit sad that we didn't get that third goal you've been searching for so long, right? Lots of opportunities, and we didn't quite get there.
We can talk about it. We'll just go round and round because that's something that came up between Brenna and I were sitting watching the game. What were you talking about when it came to that third goal?
That third goal?
RSL not having the.
Oh, well, so like,
Do you listen?
it seems like this is like a trend that it needs to be coached or it needs to be like confronted. It's this lull that we have, this RSL lull when we are up and we have a lead and we have momentum. When the ball gets to our back third, it's this natural, like you just feel this like calmness from the back line and the pivots that isn't something that should happen. You know, it's a dangerous position to be in when they're in our upper third, and they just have this lull that always happens when we have a big lead, and
Or any
something happens where it's just a moment where we aren't on. We're just a little off, or we're a little lackadaisy, and it's happened multiple times, every time. And this last one was a little unfortunate again that it was Vera. Because if Vera has a little bit more awareness, he knows that nobody's off his back shoulder. He doesn't need to engage in that cross, and we don't have that issue. But a couple passes before that, they shouldn't have even gotten to a cross in with what that was. Because the first 15, 20 minutes of this game, the back line for RSL was so sharp. You saw position changes. Everyone was communicating at a really high level. Katranis was working with Vera, switching back when they were transitioning in defense. You saw a really, really good back line, and it was like, sweet, this is what we need. But then we got comfy, and it's just this little lull that we get, and it bugs me.
Yeah. Do you remember when we interviewed John Kimball a little while ago, president of RSL, for those of you that are semi-fans and forget the name of the
Oh, you don't have to look at me
president?
you should look at that when you tell them.
Yeah. So those
Kids?
people.
Are you talking to kids?
Well, I'm talking with you guys,
Okay.
but yes, talking to everyone. Yeah, we interviewed John Kimball, and one of the coolest things he said was, man, I used to play rugby for the Highland Rams, and every time the coach was like, remind them who they're playing. Run the score up as high as you can.
Yes.
So that they always remember who they played today. And, kind of thinking of that, it's not really a Zen thing, I don't think, as much. It's more of a, let's freaking put 5 on these guys. And we could have. This Kansas City defense is not that good. We had plenty of opportunities, and we just didn't.
Well, so that was one thing that I wanted to talk about, because Pablo in the postgame talked about how, when a team is up, they want to possess the ball. They want to have, control over everything. And when a team is down, they want the transition play. They want that ball moving forward and back, being able to have opportunities left and right. And in my head thinking, what made us really successful was all the transition play. So it's like, why are we all of a sudden acting like we are a great team that is up and we don't have to do what was making us up in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, our protection is our offense.
Right.
And if we're going to run a 4-4-2, defensively, there's too many holes for us. There's way too many holes. But Katranis going super far left. Caliscan not really a full right back, so he's not very physical. He's not very big. You saw, what's the guy that looks like this? Solomon or something like that?
Jalloway.
Is that number 93? He was really quick. I mean, he got locked down quite a bit.
Oh, on their defense?
On their offense.
Jovolich or whatever.
No. What's his name? I'm going to pull it up right here. Soleimanov.
Oh, okay. He's a Russian dude.
Yeah, a Russian dude. He looks like he did MMA on the weekends. But you just see that, what made us really good was all the movement we had to maintain the ball. And even when we gave it up, within our transition and our positioning, we always kept the ball so high up the field before we got it back. And it's like, why are we changing this? It makes no sense. And I hate that, because that's the mentality that makes us lose in these very, very fine moments. And that's where this lull comes from, because we're transitioning from, okay, we got to get goals. We got to find ways to score.
Hey, we got one.
And then then we switch to satisfied, and then it's a whole different soccer game, and that's when we suck.
I agree. We need to play dissatisfied the whole 90 minutes.
Somebody's got to hold up the goal differential to the coaches,
right?
Just like, hey, if we're gonna make
Finally,
the playoffs,
somebody else getting on.
But
the goal differential train.
Well, the goal differential right now is so important, because we're gonna barely get into the playoffs if we do well, And who was it? Colorado?
We're still -7. Bro.
There was, and also Dallas is right behind us, and they have a -6 goal differential. So if we would have gotten 5 goals in this game, we'd be sitting better in the long run, and then we're going to hopefully be able to get in the playoffs easier. Because you look at this, like Colorado's got -9, Austin's got -5, LAFC's got +14.
And San Jose is only 1 point ahead of us, and they're
zero.
Yeah. But look at they've scored 55 goals and given up 55 goals. That's like 2 seasons worth of goals.
That is a lot of goals.
That's just good job, Chicho.
I thought that was
Good
really
job,
interesting,
Chicho.
and it's one of those things like, man, you think of a question like 25 minutes later.
Yeah.
Like, because we were talking about it later, and I was just trying to figure out what Pablo was saying, because he was talking about when you go forward, you want everybody to go forward, but it seemed like there was like when you have the ball. No, talking about when you're ahead, and trying to control the game.
Okay,
you don't want to push too forward and get spread out, and then give the team a counter.
Sure,
you wanted to control the ball, bring everybody forward, and then possess the ball. But that seemed to be a disconnect to what actually happened.
Yeah,
like what are the players wanting to do? Are they just waiting? Did it sound like he kind of deferred to Cabral back there? Not that putting the blame on anybody.
No, I think that was a separate question. He was talking about if Cabral has the ability to do what he if he's the one who says, "Hey, let's do this," and he's saying that he has the ability to do that. But I don't think he was the one who said, "Hey, let's park the bus," kind of deal.
Yeah, because it was kind of it didn't mesh with what we saw and what Pablo was talking about. Because every time they got forward, it didn't look like anybody was coming forward.
And yet that's how we scored, right? That's how we even got the ball forward in the first place. Was they played the ball over the top to Gozo on that wing, and he was taking off, and like it took a minute for him to slow down for people to catch up to him, but he's catching on to that, and that's what I love about how he played is he slowed down a lot to let his team catch up, so he didn't just break neck, and he did a couple times, break neck and smash,
One thing I wanted to bring up, though, is it's kind of negative, but how long are we going to, overuse Gozo?
Until Sunday.
You think we're overusing Gozo?
I think he's one of those players where, you can't buy a player like that. Like, right now, you just can't buy a player that young with that much energy, that much tenacity, that it's almost like he's wanting more on a daily basis, so he's going to go above and beyond because he's got high goals. And you can't buy that. But at the same time, it's like, how long are we going to be able to sustain the way he plays? Because he is making up for a lot of plays. Like he is allowing.
I agree.
He's a striker. He's a right mid. He's defensive. He's a right back. Like he's on the left side of the field, right side of the field. It's almost like we have 4 or 5 players in one package. And it's like, how long can we sustain that? Because he's also got international duty now.
Yeah, I think he leaves Sunday if he gets called up, and he won't be back. Depending on where the U20s, US U20s end up during the World Cup, they could, I think decision day is the last day of the season or something like that.
I thought they were saying Monday, today.
Well, no, he leaves, if he gets called up, I think they said leave Sunday.
Oh, gotcha.
So he'll be there Wednesday. So maybe they're trying to get as much use out of him as possible. But also I think they've at times deferred to him too much.
I think so.
And he gets a little too much slack. We were talking about during the game where early on he got really forward and didn't make he made the decision to keep the ball instead.
I mean, that's a striker, though.
But and I have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But when it's consistent, it turns out that he calmed down, like we talked about. And on that goal, if we want to talk about that goal,
we don't.
Kansas City,
good team play.
Kansas City stole the ball, and then it bounced to Anelli, and then Gozo took off down the right side, and they lofted it into him. And like you said, he slowed down, he waited, and he sent in a nice cross, looking for Olatunji, who looks like he missed it, but he was trying to do a heel flick.
Yeah, he might have ghosted it, hoping that Luna was getting back there.
No, he went for the behind the back heel flick.
And he just kind of missed it. I don't know if it got called off or whatever, but number 11, Shelton.
Kyrie Shelton. He used to play forward. That's why. He's a modified right back, right? He used to be their star striker.
Oh, but wow. He was on our team and that it was the reverse, we would be talking about him.
Subbing him out.
Yeah, because just like watching that play.
Yeah.
Instead of
Both goals.
going with the flow, the ball went right. He's like, oh, there it goes. Oh,
Yeah,
there's Luna.
He reacts a little slowly, and I think that's the striker in him.
Yeah, but that finish by Luna,
so mature.
that
We
extra
gotta
touch.
talk about that.
That extra touch was probably the most intelligent he's ever been this season.
And poised.
Yeah, like
Yes,
that's
give me poised to Diego, not just running at the goalie, but throwing a little fake in there, a little shifty. Keeper goes down, he just pokes it underneath him.
Oh, dude.
Super smooth.
his celebration should have been. You know what I mean? Instead of the one he.
But then he might have got fined for that celebration.
What? The taking out the trash?
Oh, is that what that
yeah.
is? Oh, okay. Sure. Take it out of the trash.
I wonder what goes inside his head sometimes.
No, his celebration.
I'm the dirty one. Sure. Okay.
No, the celebration. You know that it was a little kid that told him to do it.
Oh, is that what it was? The shake?
Yeah, the little kid wrote on there, "Hey, can you do this celebration on your next goal?" And so that was the celebration.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, really, really cool.
The shimmy shake or whatever it was.
Yeah. But it was such a good play, really good cross. Olatunji almost does the proper heel flick. He kind of mistimes it, and it goes off the back of his foot instead of off the side of his foot. And then luckily got in there, and he finished. And then you thought, ooh.
But Polskamp
This
was
is-
all over it. He was really close to making that save.
He's not a bad goalie.
He's a really
He's had a
came out
great
of
year.
nowhere goalie, yeah.
Is he Canadian?
And for giving up 61 goals, he's been on fire.
Well, dude, first, see, that's what I don't understand. Why, like, if you watch it from above, obviously everybody watches soccer from above, but you watch their back line, they never get spread out. Like, they're so narrow in the center. You'd think that they would be a really good defensive unit, but when it comes to going backwards, they are discombobulated, man. There were holes everywhere, and I'm surprised we should have had like 4 or 5 goals with how much opportunity we had getting in between, especially a couple of the times when Gozo was on the corner of the box. He had like Olatunji on the inside or Cruz at the top of the box. There was a lot of times where I was just like, dude, it's just like a free-for-all for RSL to just put a ball on the frame, which was really, really cool, but
Yeah. Polskamp's from California.
he's from California.
Pretty sure he's Americano.
Oh.
So,
RSL goes into halftime up 1-0, and I thought they pretty much dominated the half. Kansas City, they were there. They created some challenges for RSL, but not a lot. And it didn't feel like – I kind of felt like, this game's going in 0-0 at half.
yeah.
RSL wasn't taking advantage of any turnovers, and they weren't making the right pass until he did. And Gozo with the beautiful cross. And Olatunji, that guy is freaking good.
He's moving mountains, right? He's attracting attention, right? Like if you watch Ted Lasso and, they're trying to teach Jamie how to be a decoy, that's really funny if you watch that. But it swears a lot, kids, so be careful. But
You got to mother effing believe.
yeah. So they're trying to teach Jamie how to be like, give me the ball. So he's being all obnoxious and loud and stuff, so that Sam can sneak in the back. And it kind of reminds me of that. Olatunji's like he's distracting people, he's poking people, he's bumping them, he's getting physical when he needs to. I really like this kid.
I like him a ton, and I like he plays with. Speaking of Ted Lasso, looks like he plays with a lot of joy.
Yeah.
And not a lot of malice. Not that that's good or bad, but
Yeah, he's not trying to hurt anybody.
and there's not a lot of anger.
No.
He's determined. He's confident. Man, he's big. He's a presence, and you know how much.
Brandt likes him big.
That's right.
I like him big.
I do like a team that has some size, and we haven't had enough size for a long time. And I mean, I was pointing around. Look at him compared to Gozo, and Gozo's a big kid.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, he's a presence back there, and we haven't had a presence at striker. I mean, he's not Chicho yet.
Yeah,
but
we're even almost a threat on corner kicks.
yeah. Well, let's not get crazy, Tyler. Let's not go crazy.
Well, also, I mean, Gozo got elevated in this game. Did you see that header? That was like Ronaldo-esque.
I know. The announcer said the wrong name on the broadcast. He's like,
What did he say?
Olatunji goes up and tries to take it down. And it was Gozo. He got up there.
Yeah, dude.
And the guy was trying to, like, shield him off, and then he was like upset that Gozo just went for the ball and got it.
He almost leaped right over him.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Just like back in the day when what's his name, Vince Carter jumped over that. French
on the
dude.
dunk.
On the dunk, yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play. So RSL goes into the half 1-0, and it was a well earned 1-0 lead into the half. So now we're at halftime.
We're at halftime, and we're going to talk about Pro. Pro sucks.
Pro referees. Professional referee organization.
I was taking the high road, and I was like, hey, these people are people, and, they're doing their good job, and blah, 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 blah. No, man. Somewhere down the line, they were just like, you know what? We're just going to go with how we feel today.
Yeah, Drew Fisher.
Dude, that guy, oh my gosh, he let so much crap go. And what was the blatantly obvious one that who was it? Was it Caliscan? Or was it somebody got bodied?
Well, there was one where an RSL player raked the back leg down the...
Oh, yeah, complete red card.
Of a
complete
SKC
red card.
Player.
Really?
Yeah, there was a complete red card that he didn't even acknowledge as a foul. Like, didn't even call it. And I was like, that's going from behind, but whatever. But then there was one where I think it was Caliscan where he was up in the upper third and he's going for the ball and SKC bumps him out of the way.
Yeah, he calls it on Caliscan.
And he calls it on Caliscan. And I was like, Caliscan didn't do a single thing. Like, he's going for the ball. Like, what... I was so upset, and the AR didn't say anything. Like, didn't say, hey, blah, 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 this way, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. It was just a very sad showing, again, by refereeing.
And the funny part is Drew Fisher has been referee of the year multiple times, and Corey Rockwell has been AR of the year multiple times.
Is that the girl or the guy?
The guy. Catherine Nesbitt is
She's good.
The woman.
No, she also messed up on a ball that went out.
And Brad Jensen, the fourth official. So we had one of the best. Like,
you can't tell
according
me that's
to
the best.
Pro, one of their best refereeing combos available.
I tried hard to be thoughtful and say, oh, come on. He's just trying to let him play. That lasted about, 70, 75 minutes. And later he's like, yeah, there's no defending this. There was a lack of calls. I think there was one yellow.
One yellow against Cruz. I think it was.
There might have been more yellow
for each
later, but yeah, he could. I don't know if he didn't want to pull the cards out early and set a precedent. So then I'm going to be. It's gonna be.
Well, I thought he just
yellows.
left it in his check bag and dealt it in and get it.
And I thought, he's going to pull cards out timely and keep this under control because the game's probably going to get heated. Reasonable. And it just never happened. I was really disappointed.
And there were 16 fouls on RSL. Did it feel like that?
No, it felt like more, dude.
And there were only 7 on KC, right?
Well,
that's low.
It was like he wasn't watching the same challenges that we were watching, because we were watching the challenges, and some of them we were like, okay, the shoulder to shoulder. I think there was 3 of them in this game where there was a off the far end. I think it was Catranis or it was Cruz. They got shoulder to shoulder, and it was completely even, but it was in our possession in the upper third. And so he calls it the opposite way. And I'm like, where is the rules where that is not okay? Like, where is it that that's a foul?
Yeah, when it's shoulder to shoulder, it just can't be
behind, right?
It just can't be excessive force. Because if I come in on shoulder to shoulder with Brandt and we bump, it's fine. But that's the point. Or if you get an elbow up, then it's not fine. Or if you come in with excessive force,
well, here you're well versed in this.
Over.
So this is the scenario. Okay, so we're here.
Oh, we got some drawings, folks.
So now this guy, ball is in transition going this way, correct? And then the defensive player is in line with it, slightly off to the right. Our Cruz or whoever is right
Shelton?
here. And they're shoulder to shoulder. He gets them right here, so like right here, and continues with the ball. The ball's not even going towards the box. It's still going on its path towards the corner.
Yeah.
And the replay, they are shoulder to shoulder, and they both know they're there, and he just gets bigger and continues to the ball, and he immediately goes SKC. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't mind one, you know, but then there was a second one where the same thing, where we've got shoulder to shoulder, And it was more physical, but it was both of them being physical.
Yeah.
And just whatever, SKC.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent. There would be times when he would give people, where you're holding off the defender and you fall down in front of him.
Oh, yeah, he gave the lightest one, dude.
He would give those, but then they would be, hit like a freight train in the midfield and fall over, and he's like, play on.
Where you could break your leg and actually hurt somebody.
And he's like, play on.
Right?
So
But
it was
then he's like,
it was really
go ahead.
inconsistent.
Carry on.
Who was
And
the
Cruz-
guy
Cruz
that
had
just
his-
sat out?
Right? Yellow card.
Shalloway.
Was it Shalloway?
Shalloway was it was in the second half, right?
No, it was. I think it was it the second half?
I think it was the second half where he got injured. He got fouled pretty good. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
he
on
was
the
hurt.
attack, and then he just kind of sat
I
out.
was like,
He's
dude,
like,
that's a foul.
Nah, I'm
That's a
good.
foul.
It was
Call
a foul.
He just blatantly just didn't do
Just
anything.
let it go.
And then he's just sitting there in pain. And then we're still playing because we have the possession, doing all this stuff. And then we keep playing and we keep playing, and he's still on the
still just
ground. It's
sitting
like,
there.
whatever. And then
He's taking his boot off. And
he goes the opposite way, and then finally he gets off the field, and they're treating him during play. And I'm like, what is going on, man? You're supposed to stop play if somebody's that hurt.
Yeah, usually the referee's going to stop play for that.
he came over and talked to him. He's like, he should have just said, bring him on, because he was just sitting there.
Oh yeah, he had a conversation for like a good
Yeah,
30
it's like,
seconds.
With Shalloway. It's like, bring him on. And then, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that late yellow card was to Djokovic in the 90+4 for unsporting behavior.
Anything else for halftime? Anything you want to bring up? It was kick childhood cancer.
Oh, the best kit this year. The best warm-up kit this year. Did you see it? Oh, look it up, dude. It's like old school solo cups. Or like
Really?
those ones that have like the funky turquoise and whatever on the white
Yeah.
cups that the doctors always had. And it's like this jade diamond going down the side. Just it looked so sweet on.
Nice.
I really wanted
Is that
it.
the one for all of them?
I
I noticed
think
you're
so.
wearing your childhood cancer kit.
This is last year or the year before. It's
I think that's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's one I really liked.
Yeah, well, and they had the teddy bear toss, which we forgot at halftime to dive deep into that.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
But yeah, so
look
they
it up.
did it at halftime again instead of at the random goal, because that would have been cool if Luna got showered with teddy bears when he scored.
Yeah, we heard.
To see that?
Oh yeah, I know. I did see that one.
Yeah, I heard Trey talking about it. Maybe not Trey, but I heard people talking about it. Don't want to. Maybe it wasn't Trey. Maybe it wasn't. But I heard people talking about the fact that they brought that up. They got it from a team in Argentina or someone that did this thing, where the toss for the teddy bears, and they did it the first couple of times. They did it when they first scored, right?
Yeah, that was
But
cool.
I think they've come to agreement, like with Major League Soccer.
because they didn't like it.
Yeah, we'll just do it. at
Major League
halftime.
Soccer does not like you throwing anything on the field at any point.
Yeah,
anywhere.
don't get me started about confetti. I am still mad. I
Oh
love.
my gosh, I'm so glad that doesn't exist anymore. So that was like the
Spoiled
most
sport.
awkward thing. Like, okay, picture this. What is it?
love
2010? 2010?
Yeah,
Somewhere around
2010.
there? Something like that.
Sure.
Your dad calls you and he's like, hey, you want to go to the game? And I'm like, sure, I'll be good. I can go to the game. He's like, okay, cool. Do you mind carrying a bag? And I was like,
Bag of
no.
what?
And I show up to his house and he's got like 4 filled bags of cut up newspapers.
Does he like run them through a shredder first?
Oh, dude,
or
I don't know.
something?
Or he's just.
I hand cut every last piece of confetti.
You really did?
Dude, he.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, you should see it when this guy would
I have an
stand up.
industrial.
Like it was one of those things, like when you get like a brand new video game or like something that's just like pure joy inside
Yeah,
of you, where you just you're not afraid to be yourself and happy.
Right. Yeah.
The moment play stopped, just stands up, throws. Come on, guys, throw as many as you can. Don't be shy.
I used to take bags of it, let the kids around us throw it. Mm-hmm. But the reason I did is because it's for Alicia.
Oh, really?
Alicia loved it. My wife loved the confetti.
Oh, you're such a.
So if you get a
romantic.
nice handful and you threw it up nice, it'd go up in a clump, and then it'd get up to the top, and then it would just like.
A
And
mushroom cloud.
there was certain paper that was really good. Not newspaper. That wasn't as good. What you needed is like phone book paper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, phone book paper or like catalog paper. Like that U-line. Uline stuff you get. You get that book in the mail.
I bought one thing from them one time, and they can't stop sending me big, thick binders worth.
Oh yeah,
man.
I would sit for hours and cut up the little 1-inch squares of.
Wow.
I even have an industrial, big old wooden cut your finger off at an elementary school.
Oh yeah,
paper
one of those
cutter,
big slicers.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was just sheer joy. My wife absolutely loved it,
Nice.
and the little kids loved it. So
Right.
it was fun.
There you go.
So, man, nonetheless, you suck. Bring it back. We should have a petition. We should have a.
We should also bring back standing.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we could bring back. So anyway,
whatever.
anything else we want to whine about during halftime? Halftime wine.
There's a lot of FUKC shirts out there.
Those are classy. Classic.
What
So
started
classy.
that, man? That's so nice.
That's who started it was Drew Fisher. Because we
Really?
interviewed him, right?
Drew Fisher, the referee from the game?
That's the one we interviewed him, right?
No, we didn't interview.
Oh, never
We
mind.
interviewed Alan Chapman.
Alan Chapman. I mix those two up.
Oh wow! Sorry, Alan.
Alan has.
No, there was a
has the
game.
same
There was a
haircut as me.
preseason game where Kansas City and RSL it had to be abandoned because it went to fisticuffs,
Yep.
and that's how it started. And that's
And
when
Alan was reffing the game. And he was trying to be nice, trying to let things go because it was a preseason friendly. And it backfired.
Yep. And so that's when the fans got upset. You don't beat up our players. And that's when somebody came up with the FUKC because it's funny.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's Kansas City. So take that.
Yep. All right. Anything else for halftime?
Pretty sure we beat the heck out of halftime.
Yeah, we did. All right, let's get to the second half. RSL comes out and they seem to be on fire. First half, right?
You there, Brennan? Brennan, are you there?
Sorry.
Hey, Brennan. Were they on fire when they came out from the second half, Brennan?
Yeah.
What notes did you put about coming out from the second half, Brennan?
So one thing I changed about watching the game is I stopped doing notes. I started just writing down questions. But
So what's your question?
I don't remember what my questions were.
I have to write down notes because I'm getting old. So it just helps me to remind me a little bit. I don't have the synapses like you younger whippersnappers. So like in the 47th minute, RSL comes out. Cruz sends in that pass, and that's where we saw Gozo go Ronaldo and almost make a goal of the season for RSL, except for Pulskamp with a brilliant save. That's a pretty quick save.
Yeah, knock it off, Pulskamp. We know you're number 29 and 30 on the supplemental list. We know you're a homegrown player. Play like one. Oh, he's playing out of his mind. He's a homegrown kid, and he's earned his spot for sure, which is super cool.
Wait, when
Good
did they
for him.
score? When did they score?
Like
62.
62?
We scored in the 62nd minute.
No, but then they scored 71st?
71st minute.
71st, yeah.
Oh, did you see Brian Vera with SKC on it?
I
That's
know.
funny.
It looks weird, doesn't it?
So, thank you for the notes. It really helped. All of our play in I would say the first 10 to 15 minutes, all of our play was piggybacking from the first half. We were very aggressive. We were able to switch the field. We were actually starting to play a little bit more central, which was really nice. I like seeing the ball on the ground. But after that yellow card with Cruz, the temperament changed on the field, it felt like. And our play got a little more rushed and out of rhythm. And we soon got... we had a couple opportunities, but before that, the goal was really, really nice to see. That was the Olatunji to the to Contreras.
No. So,
Was
all
Gozo
of our
to
attacking players contributed in that
Oh,
goal.
so the pass over Olatunji to
That was the first
Contreras.
one.
That was the first one?
Yeah, the second one.
No, the first one was Luna.
yeah,
the
at the
second-
back post.
over Olatunji. Through Olatunji.
No, that was it. Was
Yeah.
it should have been
the
a
second one was over. You're right.
In the one end. In
Yeah,
the second one,
it was
Cruz made the
Gozo.
run and drug his player with him.
Yeah.
And Gozo cut in on his left
Yeah, and he sent it to his right, and then he came in, did a hold-up play on the top of the box, sent it to his left, sent the ball with his left foot over, aiming for Olatunji. Olatunji went up for it. That's why the guy that was in front of
Olatunji
Catranis
brought 2 defenders with him.
Yeah, because the guy that was supposed to be guarding Catranis thought Olatunji was going to get it.
Had to slide over.
And Catranis was back
Wide,
right behind it perfectly. Great touch. And then he didn't really rush, which really messed with the goalkeeper, and he went left on the goalkeeper, which is not normal.
Near post, yep.
And he put it through. But before that, our attack started to get to where it was concerning. It wasn't as crisp as it was supposed to be. After that, it was great. He was like, sweet, 2-0, awesome. And then it was like...
Kansas City might have had a little bit to do with what happened because...
The lull
they
subbed
3 times right
They subbed Toy.
Oh, yeah, Thummy.
Toy, who's a good player.
Thummy.
Tommy is a good player. Montez.
You got to put the TH.
Thummy. But on the goal, I want to go back. That came from started with Cabral.
Yeah.
It was a pass out of Cabral. He went through the middle, like you said. He picked up Anelli. Anelli turned, found Cruz.
Yeah, Anelli did that like he drew 2 players to him.
Oh gosh, dude!
He's
Anelli
so
had
good
work
at
rate
that,
this
man.
game, and he boxes out and moves super well. He got up the field quite a bit in this game.
I know. He's doing so good at that. I don't know why we thought anybody else was going to ever do better at that position. Than
your boyfriend started the play, and then my boyfriend ended the play. And it was really, really great.
Yep. And then we all went out and celebrated.
Who are our boyfriends then across the...
Cabral. And then you got like a 3-way going on. No.
And Gozo.
What?
No,
it's Hidalgo, and then what's the one guy that never played?
He's not on our team anymore,
What's
okay?
Why are you bringing it's a long-distance relationship. Have you heard of those? It's a long distance.
We broke up,
What was the guy that he was obsessed with that never played?
That never played.
But his brother was on the U.S. national team?
I'm trying to remember. I told you I'm old. He won't.
Bleachers or something like that? Or what's his name? What's his name?
If you guys can't remember, that's on you.
What's his name, dude? Because you even went to the signing thing and you only got his sign.
No, I didn't go this year, but I heard it was good.
It's not Borchers, but what is it?
No, dude. No.
What is it? What's his name?
No, you're good. It's fine. So I would say Anelli and Gozo are my 2 man crushes on the team.
Oh, dude, I'm totally on Catranis. He's got the same birthday as me. So
right.
I'm like,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah. And he's Cabral, so.
I am.
He got off the tree and decided to climb Cabral.
Yep.
Wait, what does that mean?
Matt Crooks. So Toy, Tommy, and Montez came in, and they really changed the game. But also, I think RSL, you could kind of see it. They went up 2-0, and looking down there, they're going to start doing some subs, and we're like, what? Who's coming in?
What do we do now?
What are we doing?
But you saw how that's what. So it goes back to when we were talking about how we want to see us still doing transition play.
Right.
Because that's
even when we're ahead.
Yeah, because that's what keeps all the our opponent's offense at bay. And you saw that we weren't able to do that. We weren't able to maintain the press towards the end there. You saw Cruz get very winded. You saw Olatunji try to take less breaks. More breaks. He wasn't trying to press as much. Gozo was still in a pretty big work rate, but then also you saw the pivots start to succumb to that too. And that's what allowed slowly to SKC to kind of, in the next 10 minutes, I guess it looks like, they were able to slowly just start putting pressure into our upper third, and that's when we had that lull that happens every single time where we get, it's not cocky, but we get comfortable, and we had that error, and it was like, okay, you got a sub, let's go. But I think...
Should we talk about the own goal?
No, because it was...
Because there were 3 breakdowns on that. It wasn't just Vera, right?
No, that was the final piece, but it's not really his fault.
Right, because Caliscan was like, do I press or do I stay back on Shallowy? And he went to press. And then the ball got played in between
him and Vera.
Glad,
yeah.
Glad was marking a guy, but then Shallowy was there too, so he was kind of like stuck, and he couldn't tell if the front guy was going to get it or he was going to let it come, and so he kind of
stuck his foot in too.
Oh yeah, that's
and then
right.
He stuck his foot in, but then the ball got played in behind, and Glad was recovering pretty hard, so Vera started to come, but then he started to go back, and that's
his role,
when the cross came in. And he by then he hadn't looked to see where the player was. And he could have just dodged it and let it go by.
But there's no way.
But yeah, it's so quick that you just stick your leg up. It's automatic.
What was our last game at
defender.
home where the other team had an own goal?
Vera.
No, not Vera. It was
off Vera.
No, I know that one. But there was another where the other team had an own goal too.
Oh,
what was it? I can't remember. It was like 2 home games ago.
Yeah, and own goal was our third leading scorer for a while.
Yeah. But it was one of those things where it's like you can't really get mad. Yes, it's super frustrating, but he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He needs to be a presence in the center, and he needs to stop any sort of attack.
And his job is to cover that backside, and he was doing it. But, at one little tiny point, look over your shoulder and look back when Shallowy's still got another... He's
but also,
not quite to the ball. Like, make sure you're on your defender.
I think the best argument, though, is just saying we should have never seen a cross like that in the first place if we just maintained what we were doing so well.
Yeah, so if Caliscan stays back, or if Glad gets more aggressive, or if
RSL just stays aggressive, because I was that goal was coming for Kansas City.
You think so?
Yeah, there were multiple times where they had sliced through our midfield, sliced through the right side, and
Jokelis just sent it over, or that other kid.
And there was the big one came in the I guess it was in the 74th minute. It was after the
it was after the own goal.
After the goal,
there was 2 big ones. Yeah, the one you're talking about is the double save.
Yeah, the double save
was
was amazing. He came in, he got the big paw up there, and then you could see him reacting. He reads players really well.
Yeah.
And he was moving to his right, and they bounced it in. And Kansas City should have left here with a point.
Dude,
they should have absolutely left here with a point. That's another team that's above us in the table that's playing well. We're getting punished, and that's the fear, I think, that they turn off. They get the mentality isn't like you want it to be, where make them remember who they're playing. It's we're up 2-0, we got it. If things don't go our way, we're still up. We can have something go wrong and go up we're still up 2-1 instead of, man, we should be up 3-0. We should be up 4-0. That killer mentality just isn't there. It's more of this fear of not making a mistake or something.
Yeah. The mentality changes, and that's not good. And so they go to the bench and they bring in T. Wolf for Gozo.
But this is what I wanted to talk about. So I saw Wolf warming up, and I'm like, okay, he's coming in for Gozo, right? He's playing on the right side. Junka, I was like, awesome.
Okay,
fine. That's what we want. Yeah, and it's honestly that's what their role is. Their role is to be a two-role person.
Yeah.
But the one that really pissed me off was
the third one?
Was the Agata for Cruz.
Tell us why, Brennan.
Well, so Cruz, he was gassed. I knew he was coming off because he couldn't maintain the press. He couldn't maintain playing up high and defensive. But my gosh, man, like you watched as our attack became pointless, and it wasn't even really Agata's fault. No one else was helping. We went back to like the freaking losing streak we had 2-3 months ago, where we had this guy up on an island just fending for himself around 7 people, and you're just like, hey, you're an aspiring soccer player. You should make something happen. Like, no, dude. He couldn't, like...
There was one where he ended up one-on-one, like one-on-one or something, 1-on-2 with Kansas City, and he turned around and it's like, what are you doing? Where's the rest of RSL?
What are you doing? And everybody else is back there.
He waited like, they probably said, all right, let's control the ball. And nobody came, and there's like one pass turnover, and away Kansas City went.
And so then we subbed in Gonzalez for Luna in the 79th minute, and
it went down, dude.
Jeez, what are we doing?
It's absolutely incredible to see how ineffective Diogo is compared to Luna.
Yeah,
just the presence alone on how they track back. Diogo runs with the attacking player. Just runs with them.
Not even ahead of them.
Luna gets in front. He makes them have to do all this moving in, moving out. But you just watch Diogo, and it's like, dude, are you a dog like running with its owner about to throw the ball? Do you know that feeling where the dog's like, the dog's not going to stop you. He's like, come on, just throw it, dude. Just throw it. Let me get it, dude. And then when you finally throw it, he just takes off. But Diogo doesn't take off. And it's just so frustrating that like 79th minute, why are we putting him in?
Because Pablo thinks he's going to control possession better.
Oh, he said that in the postgame. And that was one of the questions that I'm pretty glad I didn't ask, because I was like, dude, I really want to ask this question. But I wanted it to be like, the fans know that when Diogo comes on the field, that not much is going to happen. Why not
put a more physical guy in?
Why is it that just because we pay a lot of money, he has to go in? Do you know what I mean? Like this entire season, if you put him without his salary, if you didn't know how much all these players knew, you grabbed somebody from outside and said, hey, check out this film, this person, this person, this person, this person. Who do you think should be on the field? Diogo will not be on the field.
Johnny Russell. This game called for Johnny Russell.
Oh, I don't think they were going to do that to him.
Right, but Luna...
He played last time.
Luna was there, dude. Luna was playing left mid. Like, put Johnny in at left mid. Right? T. Wolf earned some playing time because he's been killing it with the Monarchs. But throw Johnny Russell in for the last 10 minutes. He cares about the result of this game. He doesn't want Kansas City to beat him. You know what I mean? He's going to throw his body around. And yeah, he's not going to Diego Gonzalez it up, but he's going to get physical. He's going to dive in. He's going to care.
The last game he was in, he almost single-handedly brought us back.
Yes.
Right.
He created 2 or 3 opportunities in just a couple of minutes.
And it wasn't even like simple. It was like big opportunities.
Yeah, he took the ball all the way across the field up to the top of the box and got a foul.
That was so long ago, man.
It feels like it. It feels like I don't know why the guy isn't getting in. It did call for him.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I would remember turning to Brennan in the box. And it's like, I think it was 5-10 minutes before Diogo even touched the ball. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, is that his first touch?
Yeah.
He's
It was a set piece on the right, yeah.
Yeah, and I would much rather see Piol in there than Agata.
See, but that's even so. I was talking about Piol, and Piol is almost the same size as like Cruz and Olatunji, right? But if you
a little small,
a little bit
He's skinnier,
but if you watch their cadence and how they run, the balance on Olatunji and Cruz is like miles different. Like their balance point is so much more like neutral to their body type that they're able to just be shifty. But then if you watch Piol has a higher balance point, and that's why his stride is really good, but he can't move left and right real freely.
He doesn't cut real well.
Yeah, and then you see Agata, he's got a really low balance point, and you can see him, he's really shifty, but he doesn't have this just the break speed that Piol or even Olatunji has. And it's like, man, just put in like Berea. You know what I mean? Like put in somebody who is shifty, but shifty in the sense that like they want to go that way.
Yeah,
they don't
go.
They don't want to be like, okay, I'm going to just get to the ball. Like Agata kind of has that vibe of like, I just need to get to the ball so then we can see what we can do. Do you know what I mean? Like you see a player and he's like, that guy knows what he's going to do as soon as he gets the ball. Agata's kind of like still figuring things out.
Yeah, I can't see a situation where Agata's on the team next year.
Well, you say that, but then you think Piol's probably going to get a better, higher resale value because he's younger. You also have
Cruz might go back. We don't know.
So that's the thing. I was telling him
he's on loan.
He is on loan unless he scores or just has like a really good late ending season thing.
Right.
We probably won't fork up the money.
We'll have to see.
But he's good.
He is damn good.
If we could swap him for Diogo, I would.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then keep Luna if we can.
You know what Cruz reminds me of? He reminds me a little bit of Matt Crooks. Not in the fact they play different, not in where they play, not in the position they play, but the impact they have.
Keep going. Hurry and convince us before we start laughing.
Well, Matt Crooks, he had an impact on the team that most people don't notice, right?
Yeah.
He brought something to the team. I feel the same way with Cruz. He's got intangibles, and he's a lot more than just scoring goals.
Okay.
And I think he brings some intangibles. You can see that he is an amazing player and he has some talent there, but it may not translate until things figure it out. It took a while for the rest of the team to adjust to Crooks. And then Crooks was the reason Andres Gomez was playing so well, because he created a relationship with Andres, so he trusted him. Because Matt would send the ball to where you need it to be. And you had to figure out, it took some players to figure out, hey, you know what? Matt's right. I need to get there.
So to rebuttal this, Matt Crooks is Bodie Hidalgo to Diego Luna. So like Cruz is Diego Luna, Bodie Hidalgo is Matt Crooks. No offense to Crooks, in the sense that Crooks could not dribble.
Oh, that's not true.
We can watch film. He cannot dribble going forward and backward. He can dribble in stride.
He had intangibles, and that's the point.
Right.
I'm not comparing them as players or positions, but the fact that he had intangibles, he had experience, and you can see that in Cruz, that there is something there.
Okay, yeah.
And
I'll shut up about that. No. Cruz is a lot in the sense that there's a lot of things that stats can't show. You know what I mean? Like Crooks made a lot of runs that opened up for Gomez to maintain a one-on-one instead of getting caught, getting 2-on-1s and all that stuff. Crooks was very unselfish in that way.
Very physical.
Cruz's passing ability and his movement on the ball is allowing a lot of play.
His movement off the ball is very similar. He knows when to make runs. There were multiple times where we're just like,
dude, just send it, man.
Missed him.
Send it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Missed him. Yeah.
See, now that's something that if that keeps going game after game, they're going to look at film.
And then
that's when they're
making the runs.
No. That's when the players that have the ball are going to know this is his style. Perfect. Yeah. He's probably running. Let's just send it.
And that started to happen with Crooks as well, right? Like back.
Before, unfortunately.
But also too, I think that's the job of the coach too, to point that out and say, hey, look at this. What were you thinking? Why did you not see this? Cruz is there. You saw that run. Look how wide open that is. And sometimes I get it because it's on the field. And at eye level, watching the game from where we watch it is a lot different than where I sit in the stands. Because different angle, you can't see the whole field. Yeah. And as players, that's the same thing, I imagine, But if you go over the video, the tape, and you watch and say, hey, you know what? They'll start to get the feel like when I'm here, Cruz is there, make that pass. So RSL, it seemed like the subs when they came in were a little bit like, we're going to win this thing anyway, and that was kind of concerning because Kansas City continued to come at us. They had the best chance. After the Cabral double save, there was another one where the ball went in to the middle,
blatantly straight at the goal, and skies it. It
was the center back, and he just got under it. And there was no way, if he puts that on frame, nobody's saving it.
No, it's over. It was 2-2. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good chance they could have come out of there with a win because after the subs, they had all the momentum.
Yes.
All of the momentum, and RSL just kind of cowered into a shell and did not put any pressure on Kansas City whatsoever. I mean, I think they did have a couple of breakaways, but they couldn't make anything of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, we were pretty organized in the back as well. I think we're playing really well. I mean, we broke down the goal, but we did that to ourselves. They didn't even do that to us. So, they were dangerous. They had chances. We kept them out. Could have been a clean sheet, but in the end it wasn't. But like you guys have said, we got to push for that third goal, that fourth goal. Once we start doing that and we're able to do it with some amount of consistency, like you look at Vancouver, dude, they put 7 on Philly, who was like top 2 or 3 in the East.
Yeah. Top of the league.
Yeah, they put 7 on them, dude. Right? Like Columbus and Atlanta were 5-4. Like, these are fun games to watch.
Yeah, Columbus was up 5-0.
Dude, let's freaking go for it.
Yeah, Philadelphia is number 1 in the league, 57 points. And Vancouver just walloped them.
Yeah. Yeah, and San Diego, it was interesting that a lot of the top clubs played each other. San Diego played Minnesota, and, man, I watched half of that game, and I was like, man, San Diego should be up. San Diego should be up. San Diego should be up. They're going to get punished. And then Minnesota scored 3 goals, which the last one was the coolest. But mostly the smash and grab, just like how they came here and won. Just lobbing balls into the box, everybody crashing into everybody. I don't like that kind of soccer. I'm cheering against Minnesota for the rest of the season and probably next year and maybe even the year after that.
Yeah, as long as that Dane St. Clair's around, right?
Yeah, those guys are all annoying at this point. But
And to speak to the way RSL finished, in the end, they did well. They were organized, but also it felt desperate a little bit. Maybe that's just me reading into it, but it did feel like they were a little desperate, and they were just Kansas City was unlucky that they didn't put one in the back of the net. But they've been unlucky all season, so. A better team is probably Minnesota would have punished us.
yeah.
Well, when you think about it, so now we're going to go to LAFC for
2 games. First here Wednesday, then Sunday.
Yeah,
The weirdest
We're going to play LAFC the next
matchup
2
ever.
games.
Yeah.
And for the first 60 minutes, RSL have a chance. The first 60 minutes, if we play the way we played, RSL actually have the ability to take it to Sun and make him go back to Tottenham, But that all-loving RSL lull that happens is if it sprouts anywhere on our field or their field in those next 2 games, we are saying goodbye to 6 points.
And I think we only need 1.
What?
1 point from both games.
Are you kidding me? We have to steal. We have to steal.
I
If we
think
can get 4 points from them, that is going to get us into the playoffs.
And if you
I
look
think
at games played, LAFC is the only other team who has played less games than us. So we played 28. They've played 27.
And we don't really need to worry about LAFC because they're
Not
10
really.
points ahead of us.
Yeah.
But we do have 2 games in hand against the 2 teams in front of us,
Colorado
and San Jose. And San Jose is just not playing incredibly well. They got smoked by LAFC 4-2.
Yeah.
And we're a point behind San Jose, and we are 5 points behind Colorado. So we do have those 2 games in hand, and one of them is the LAFC game that was rescheduled. The other one is the October 11th Seattle game. So they are tough games, but I'm thinking if we can get a point from LAFC, that will keep us in the running again, at least San Jose. And if Colorado kind of stumbles down the road, they have 4 games left. We have 6.
Yep.
So it really comes down to those other 4 games. And,
it's there for us. That's
and we
the
play
thing.
Colorado, we play Austin, we play San Jose.
Yep.
So those 3 games, that's 9 points. That might do it for us.
I don't know. That's barely scraping by, in my opinion. Like, we have, 6 games?
6 games left.
6 games left. 3 of them are LAFC and Seattle.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, too, the team with probably the easiest schedule run in is Dallas. That's what worries me. They play LA Galaxy twice.
That's an
And
easy
Galaxy
6
are
points.
out. There's no way they're making it, and they already qualified for
Conca?
whatever Champions League thing they qualified for just by making the final or whatever.
So I Dallas could have a nice run in. They play 5 games. We play 6. So I think if we could get 3 points on LAFC, that is huge.
Yeah.
Or if we could get 2 points, that any points we can get off LAFC in the next game might be the difference between us making or not making the playoffs.
And see, that's the funny thing. LAFC, for as bad as they are right now, they're in 5th place. They have a 14-plus goal differential. Like, they're good, but there's games when they just are not good. And that's why it's weird that they're so far down with a 14-goal differential.
Well, I think it's a case, too, of they don't have the best coach. I'm not a Dolo fan.
No?
And he's leaving at the end of the season, too. So
Where's he going?
I don't know. I think he's going back to Germany, they said.
He's going to go plow some fields.
Do you know who we really have to watch out for, though? Is Vancouver, man. What didn't they just win? 7-0?
They're in
7, yeah. 7-0.
7-0 against Philly, man.
Yep.
Their goal differential is 23.
I think that's a record for them. I don't think they've ever had a year this good. And they're still in third place.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
San Diego. And Charlotte, 9 in a row.
9 in a row. And they're still in third place.
9 wins in a row. The East is just a little bit better, at least points-wise, than the West.
Yeah, because they got 20s over there.
Charlotte has 12 home wins, dude. 12. There are only 5 wins on the road, but, you know, if they were even close to that on the road, they'd be fine. But when we played Charlotte, we took it to them, man. I think we did enough to get a point in that game, even though we didn't. You know what I mean? We played well enough to get a point in that game, even though the result.
So it's going to be interesting in that run to the playoffs. I think after if RSL had lost to Kansas City, I wouldn't have had any hope for making the playoffs. I think
if we double the loses this week and LAFC just own us, are we out?
I don't think so. It all depends on. I don't think San Jose or Colorado. Colorado has 5 points on us. I don't see San Jose running away from us. I could see us or Dallas.
They'll pull a classic Chicho and just flop down the last 10 games of the year.
I think the one team that worries me the most is Dallas because of their
just behind us.
Easy run in. They got the same points.
I mean, we're tied on points.
Tied on points, but I think we have more wins than them. Is that what?
Yeah, we do.
Their -6 differential really scares me.
We had the same differential, that's why. But now that we have,
they have 8, we have 10.
Yeah,
wins.
so we were tied on differential before this game.
Yeah,
and we had they were in front of them because we had more wins than they did.
Yep, 10 wins.
So I think that last playoff spot is going to come down to San Jose, us, or Dallas. Colorado with a win or two.
Do we have like the fewest ties in the league?
We only have like 4.
4, right? Nobody else has less than that, do they?
Nope, not that I can see. There's a 5 in there.
Oh,
Charlotte has 2, but they've won it. They got 17 wins.
Jeez, man.
But 11 losses.
Yeah, at
That's
one
why
point,
they're only third.
9 wins in a row. At one point, they were 8-11-2.
Wow.
And they're 17-11-2. So, do you guys have any predictions?
Charts.
What are your thoughts, LAFC? Let's quick predictions for Wednesday.
I love me a good Wednesday game, and hopefully we'll see y'all out there on Wednesday. And I'm going to say 2-1 RSL.
I think 2-0 LAFC.
Okay. I think 2-2 RSL.
Oh, you're splitting the
LAFC.
difference, huh?
I think if we want to get anything, I think we get a draw out of LAFC at home. I would love to see us win, but like I said, 1 point out of these next 2 games might be the point that gets us into the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for the Come On Crawley update.
Oh, I thought we were going to grind my gears.
Do you want to grind your gears first?
No, this pen is really bugging me. I just
Sorry, you are.
I broke it.
Try not to break it too quickly.
What's coming out of it? Is that rust?
I don't know.
Sorry,
But,
Crawley Town,
wow.
go.
Crawley Town, we are turning it around. No losses in 3, 2 wins in a row, and they're starting to play like a Scott Lindsay team, and I'm really excited.
It is impressive to see them play. They're a lot more fluid with Lindsay than without. So it's really good to see. They're better attacking wise, and they get back on defense, which is unique for them. You know?
Yeah, they played really well. They've got some players injured they'll be getting back. They have Dixon, who plays with the Jamaican national team, was a player of the game in one of their last international window games. And they're starting to come together. So I don't know if they'll make the playoffs or anything like that, but they've got this Badrami guy who plays.
They just got a new signing,
mid.
right? They just got a new signing.
They've picked up Croft, this big striker. So they've got some talent there, and I think with just some patience, the Badrami, he's a player that I really, really like. I think you'd like to watching him play. He's one of those guys that's crafty, a veteran. I think he's had some injury problems. Might have been the reason that we were able to pick him up. But he controls the midfield, and he's just always where you want him to be. And just some good stuff coming out of there. See how they do. Like I said, they're creeping up the table. They're at, I think, 18th now. They're getting away from the bottom of the table. And it's exciting. I was excited enough to get up at 5:30, watch the game at 5:30 on Saturday morning because they had the early game. So, yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. I know you guys are just kind of can't wait to find out how Crowley's doing. Cause
pins and needles, love.
Yeah, pins and needles. And then we talk about the Premier League. Brendan told me, he's like, I'm so glad the Premier League started.
Oh, dude, it's so nice just to see that style, that pace, the teams that you know of, and just seeing all the new trades. Like, it's a breath of fresh air, man.
How did your game go? I don't know the score. I honestly didn't see. I saw they played. The Manchesters played yesterday on Sunday, and I don't know the score.
They played.
The Erling Haalands were 3.
Yes.
Was that all the goals, or was there more than that?
I think so. Yeah.
Did United play any
No,
goals?
they weren't really playing. They kind of got asked to play in the game. They didn't really want to. It was one of those derbies where, like, do we have to? And they're like, hey, contractually, we are. You have to. So they showed up, but, it's a bad day at work. It's like a Tuesday. You know what I mean?
They want to make the return a lot more dramatic.
Yeah, they want the next derby to be really nice.
And I didn't see the Arsenal score.
Yeah, they beat the City Grounders up. The Nottinghams of Forest.
They got a coach fired, right?
Oh, is that what happened?
Nuno?
Did he get fired?
Yeah, he got fired.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
what's the point? Like
3-0.
if you're watching your team and you're like, okay, I got 38 more games or however many there are, and it's like, why am I going to watch all these games just for them to finish second? Do you know what I mean? It's like like knowing it's like watching the Titanic again. You know what I mean? You know Rose is going to be the only one on the door. What's the point of watching Jack?
Well, it's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. Do you like painting naked women? Is that what it is? That's what's fun to watch, huh?
No,
I'm pretty sure. Like, I watched it once, and I was like, this movie kind of sucks now.
No, I watch it for the old cars.
The old cars?
There's an old car.
That's what everybody always says. Yeah. Yeah, so Liverpool
or
in first.
Or any M. Night Shyamalan movie, like ever. You know what I mean? It's like a one and done.
The only undefeated team in the Premier League after 4 games is Liverpool.
They hired a really, really smart coach.
And they have a win against Arsenal, so
and
that's
they got
pretty good.
They got rid of probably the worst striker in the Premier League.
Who?
Nunez.
Oh, yeah? They got rid of Darwin?
I think he got loaned or something.
Yeah?
He is awful, man.
He's so strange duck.
He is very, very talented, one of those amazing players, but is just not working out in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's a whole different league, man.
And I started watching the Tottenham game because I have a fan that likes Tottenham.
No way.
It was
never
0-0.
told us that. You've never told us that.
Yeah. She might be excited to go to the game on Wednesday. I don't know why.
Yeah,
she's a big RSL
She's
fan.
got that Korean thing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know anybody that's into K-pop, do you?
No, definitely not. Not my son.
No demon hunters around.
Dude, I've been listening to their album.
Golden!
Every morning going to school.
Golden,
Soda Pop, and You're My Idol or something like that.
I don't know. American Idol? No.
Yeah, it sucks. Now when I go to, I click on a song that I like and I just go to the radio, there's 4 K-pop songs that pop into it because I've been listening to it.
It's ruining your algorithm!
I was just like, dang it, man.
Well, anyway, back to my story.
Jenny. Sorry, what?
Not that your kid's not
Tottenham.
cute. Tottenham. The point is, when I married someone that was not into sports.
Yeah, now she is.
But now, I had to run to Lowe's and to come back, and the first thing she said is it was 3-0. Tottenham. She shared it all with me. Her team won. I said there was probably a couple of woohoos in there while you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
While I was gone. So, yeah, she was stoked. So, that's it for today's episode. We appreciate you listening. As always, please follow us on all our social media. TikTok, yeah, we've been putting out some TikToks. We didn't kind of do an episode last week. We just kind of got bored and wanted to do something different.
Close-ups with my face.
And
those are funny.
We kind of got silly. Hopefully you like it, because we come off as serious serious
The entire
folks.
time. The entire time we're serious.
Yeah, you probably were surprised that we had so much humor in us,
Yeah.
and more of that's going to come out.
Oh, really?
More humor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So follow us on TikTok. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate everybody that comes and talks to us and shares our stuff and likes our stuff and says thank you for the orange slice stickers we give out. They're coveted.
Whether you ask
Coveted.
for them or not.
Yeah, they're. You don't even know you want them.
Yeah, it's true.
Till you get 'em.
Till you get them, and then you're like, "Wow, this is sweet."
All right. So, anything else?
We should do a giveaway. Anybody
give
want a
away
hat?
orange
If you've listened this far to the podcast, just send us a message saying you want us a hat. I think we have enough. We'll just give it to you.
We'll bring it to you on Wednesday.
I just want to see if anybody.
We also
actually
have to
does it.
apologize
Saturday.
because. Do you have a kit for me?
Oh yeah, it's in the car.
Okay, good. Because Grizz won one, and I owe Grizz. We owe Grizz a kit.
Oh, the Grizzlies.
No, Grizz.
Oh, Grizz. Who's
A
Grizz?
fan.
The bear?
No, he's a guy.
Oh, he's a guy.
I don't know his
Grizz.
real name. It's social media. It's like everybody's
Oh,
all.
he's the Grizz. Gotcha. Maybe
Yeah.
he was the Grizzly mascot.
We promised him a kit that he won, and we've just kind of been busy.
You have not been busy. You've been staying home this entire week. What are you talking about?
Way to ruin it.
He was
Way to
there.
ruin it.
He was there, but I had the kids. So
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was the
that's right.
problem.
And you were
Yeah.
busy. You know,
Tyler's been busy.
I was
Yeah.
helping kids.
he was.
So
He was a lot of charity work.
thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.